Hey everyone, it's Marco here with this week's Tech Tip Tuesday. We're going over a fairly simple system, but one that is critical to your pump's normal operation. It's just your volume control. We're going to be going over how to check it and where the power comes from and where it goes. Real quickly, the power comes straight from your remote receiver, whether in this case it's a Scanrico or you have HBC Omnex. It'll come out of that receiver just through the connector into the control panel across into this panel. So this is our favorite place to check it. It's the most convenient, so we'll be using this. There's no funky relays or fuses in that circuit. It's just the connectors and wires up to this point. So there's not much that can go wrong other than the receiver, the connections, or maybe a rub through a wire. So that's part of the importance of doing this check if you're having any volume control issues. So starting off, you're going to pull apart your terminal box, pull the side panel off. We're going to look at Y10, output positive, and then you can come here, Y10, you have a top wire and a bottom wire. It doesn't matter which one you check. All we're going to do is, and we're just going to go to Y10 with our flathead screwdriver, pop it in, and then the wire should just pull right out if you do it correctly. If you have trouble pulling it out, there's a little tab in there. You just kind of go like that. It'll bend it out of the way, and it's spring loaded, so it will return. You just pull your wire out, and there we go. So we're going to use our multimeter. You're going to make sure you have the leads in the right spot. So in this case, I have it set for voltage testing. So I'm just going to pull that out. You can see a 10 amp fuse, and then this is to check my amperage. The ground cable's on the common. We're just going to set the meter to your amps DC. So we don't use voltage to check volume control. It is run off of amperage. So that's what we're going to be paying attention to. See if I can stand that up nice like that. You can pop the lead in and it'll hold itself there with that spring-loaded little actuator. Hold that, and now you're going to have your truck on. You don't have to have it running, but key on in PTO. You're going to take your remote, turn it on, honk the horn. All your e-stop should be clear for this. And then if you connect this lead to this wire, you're going to see we have 1.55 amps. And what that's doing is it's just pulling through the meter, reading it, and letting it flow back into the circuit. And you have to have it this way because otherwise it won't read the amperage correctly if you're just poking at it. So you have to have that flowing through the meter. So the volume control, if it has 0 amps, will be full volume. And then our minimum volume is around 1.6, 1.5 amps like you see here. So if I grab this remote and then I take our sweep, so right now it's set at minimum volume, we have 1.54 amps flowing through this, and then as we slowly start to go up higher in volume, you can see that's going down, just like it should, all the way down to full volume, which is 0. So that just controls the swash plate on the pump, which controls the output volume, and then from that your pistons and your pumping all together. So it's that easy to check your volume control, and then if it's an issue beyond that, you can call us and we can help you go in the right directions of diagnosing possibly a bad actuator solenoid, or maybe even some connectors between here and the radio receiver. Like I said, it's a very simple system, so if you're not getting that amperage there, you can try out one of the other connectors. And if you have any questions on top of that, feel free to give us a call and we'll be happy to answer.